It's me, Miss Nikki. Friends, how do you always know the right time to come visit me? Guess what I was about to do? Yep, I was about to read a book. Since you're here, let's read the book together. The book I was going to read, the book that you and I are now going to read, is called Bintou's Braids. And Bintou's Braids is written by Sylviane Diouf, and all the pictures or illustrations are done by Shane W. Evans. Before I read, friends, we have to thank our friends at Chronicle Books for sharing with us such wonderful stories from all over the world. Let's see what this story is about. Bintou's Braids. I think this is Bintou. My name is Bintou, and I want braids. My hair is short and fuzzy. My hair is plain and silly. All I have is 4 little tufts on my head. See her tufts? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes we call those Afro puffs, or sometimes we even call them Bintou knots. I wonder if Bintou knots are named after Bintou. Sometimes I dream the little birds make their nest in my hair. It would be such a nice place for babies to rest. There they would sleep and they would sing, but most of the time I dream of braids, long braids with gold coins and seashells. My sister Fatou has braids and she looks pretty. When she bends over me, the beads in her braids touch my cheek. She asks, Bintou, why are you crying? I say, I want to be pretty like you. She says, little girls can't have braids. Tomorrow I'll cornrow your hair. That's all I ever get, cornrows. I think Bintou wants long braids that move and shake with the wind. But cornrows are types of braids too. They're just on your scalp and go back across your head. This morning, Grandma Suki is coming to our village for the baptism of my baby brother, who is 8 days old. Mommy has sent me to meet her. Here she is now, in her blue gown. Grandma Suki knows everything. That's what my mother says. She says old people know so much because they have lived such a long time and have learned more than anybody else. Since Grandma knows everything, I ask her why little girls can't have braids. A long time ago, there was a young girl named Kumba who thought only about how pretty she was, she says while stroking my head. Everyone envied her, and Kumba became vain and selfish. It was then that the mothers decided that little girls would not be allowed to have braids, so that they could only make friends and play and learn. From then on, Kumba got cornrows. Grandma pulls gently on my ear and says, now, little Bintou, when you're older, it's fine to want to look your best and show everybody that you have become a young woman, but you are still just a girl. You will get braids when it's time. I understand that little girls in Bintou's land can't have braids, but that doesn't mean they can't look their best, right? When I sleep at night, I dream that I'm old. I dream that I'm 16 and I have braids with gold coins and seashells. And when I turn my head, the sun follows me. I shine like a queen. When I wake up, I look into the mirror, but I am still Bintou with 4 little tufts on my head. This is her when she's dreaming of being 16. And this is her now, still Bintou with 4 little tufts on her head. I don't know about you, I think the tufts look really pretty. Today, our yard is full of people in their best clothes. Earlier, Aunt Safai shaved my baby brother's head, and now she holds him for all to see. Daddy whispers the name he and Mommy have chosen to Serenge Mansour, the elder who leads the prayer. Serenge Mansour murmurs a short prayer in the baby's ears, and then he says aloud, his name is Abdu. Now we can eat and have fun. Huge platters of lamb and rice appear. I look for the fish balls and hot sauce that burn my tongue. I eat sugary fritters and papayas. I love fish, and I love papayas, and I love anything with sugar. I watch the women from behind the mango tree. My sister Fatou is there. She has put perfumed oil on her scalp between her braids to make it shine. And also, she says, so that the skin pulled so tight hurts less. Mommy's friends have braids with gold coins on their forehead. They say it is to show the children how the great grandmothers we never knew were their hair. It took 3 days to finish Aunt Ada's braids. There are so many that even my older sister Maddie could not count them. Look at all those braids. Have you seen people with lots of braids like that? Have you gotten your hair braided with lots of braids like that? It takes a long time, and it's a lot of braids. So many braids that even her sister Maddie couldn't count. And so many braids that even when I have my hair braided, I can't count. Mariama, who studies in the city, and her friend have braids that reach down to their waist. Her friend is not from here. I can tell because she talks with an accent. When I gave her papaya, she said, "I'm Terry, and I come from America." I asked if the little girls there have braids. Many do, and they put colorful barrettes on each braid. Hey, Terry lives in America just like us. And I've seen lots of girls, young girls, with beautiful braids. They must look pretty, Bintou says, the girls who live in that country. The women laugh and shake their heads, and the beads on their braids sound like rain. All I have is 4 little tufts on my head, and I am so sad. I'm thinking to myself, why are you so sad, Bintou? You look pretty just the way you are. But I also understand when sometimes you want something different. I walk to the beach like I always do when I want to be alone. It is so quiet. I only hear the waves, the wind in the palm trees, and the birds. And then screams. Uh-oh, there's screams. When I look up, I see 2 boys waving and shouting. Their canoe is sinking. I have to get fishermen. Quick, quick! The path to the village is wide and easy, but it will be faster if I take the shortcut through the bush. Nobody uses it because there are long thorns and sharp stones. I run and jump as fast as I can. "Boba and Yaya are drowning," I cry when I reach the clearing. The fishermen rush past me and push a canoe to the water. Their paddles move fast, fast, fast. They throw a rope to the boys and they pull them in. Whew, that was close. Back in the village, everyone gathers around me. Aunt Alimoto, Boba and Yaya's mother, brings me biscuits. Mommy says, "You are a smart little girl. If you had taken the good path, you would have arrived too late. You have saved these boys' lives. We shall reward you. Tell us what you would like, Bintou." Her mother says, "Tell us what you would like, Bintou." Now you've gotten to know Bintou just like I've gotten to know Bintou. What do you think she'll ask for? Let's see. "Before I can speak," says Bintou, "Fatou says, 'She wants braids!'" Mommy runs her fingers through my hair, where only 2 tuft remains. The thread around the others broke when I ran through the bush. "You want braids?" said my mother. Well then. What do you think, friends? Remember, in Bintou's culture, little girls can't have braids until they're much older. Remember that Bintou's been dreaming about braids for a long time. And now she gets a chance to ask for what she wants when her mom says, "I'm going to reward you." Her mom says, "Tell us what you like, Bintou." Will Bintou get braids? Or will she have to wait still a little bit longer till she's older? How about this? How about you come visit me again real soon, and together we'll find out what happens to Bintou. We'll find out if Bintou gets braids. Until then, friends, have a good one. Bye.